Put down that glass of water on your nightstand, right now. I'm serious. If you're over 60 and you wake up 2, 3, sometimes 4 times every single night to go to the bathroom, that innocent glass of water sitting next to your bed is one of the biggest reasons your sleep is broken, and I know exactly what's running through your mind right now. But doctors always tell me to stay hydrated. Water is healthy. Water is good for me. You're right. Water is good for you. But not all water. Not at all times. And especially not the way most seniors are drinking it after dinner. Here's the truth nobody tells you. After the age of 60, your body stops handling plain water the same way it did when you were 40. Your kidneys work differently at night. Your bladder gets more sensitive. Your hormones shift. So that healthy glass of water you sip before bed, it doesn't hydrate you for the night. It goes straight to your bladder and pulls you out of deep sleep at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., sometimes 4 a.m. But here's the good news. There are 5 specific drinks that do the opposite. They calm your nervous system. They warm your body. They carry the exact nutrients your aging body needs to enter deep sleep and stay there for 6, 7, even 8 hours straight. And the number 1 drink on this list, the one I almost never talked about because it sounded too simple, doesn't just help you sleep deeper. It actually rebuilds your muscles, restores your joints, and makes your legs feel 10 years younger when you wake up. I'm Dr. Marcus Johnson. For over 30 years, I stood in cardiac operating rooms watching what poor sleep does to the human heart. But it wasn't until my own sleep collapsed in my late 60s that I truly understood this problem from the inside out. Stay with me until the very end of this video, because by tonight, just one small change can give you the deepest sleep you've had in years. Section 1. Why plain water stops working after 60. Let me tell you something that took me years to accept. Plain water is not your enemy. During the day, plain water is one of the best things you can put into your body. It flushes your kidneys. It carries nutrients to every single cell. It keeps your blood flowing smoothly through your arteries. I drink plenty of plain water every morning and every afternoon. You should too. But after the sun goes down, plain water becomes a completely different story for an aging body. Here's what most doctors never explain to their senior patients. As you age past 60, a hormone called antidiuretic hormone, or ADH for short, starts to drop. This hormone is what tells your kidneys to slow down water release at night so you can sleep through to morning. When you were 35 years old, your ADH was strong. You could drink a glass of water at 9 p.m. and sleep straight through till 7 a.m. But now, your ADH is weaker. Your kidneys don't get the message to hold the water. So that water you drank at bedtime travels straight to your bladder within 90 minutes. Then there's melatonin, your sleep hormone. By the time you reach 65, your body produces less than half the melatonin it made at age 30. Less melatonin means lighter sleep, more wake-ups, and a much more sensitive bladder. Even a small amount of urine in the bladder is enough to pull you out of deep sleep. And plain water has another problem. It carries no nutrients. It doesn't relax your muscles. It doesn't calm your nervous system. It doesn't warm your stomach. It doesn't contain magnesium, glycine, tryptophan, or any of the natural compounds your aging body desperately needs to fall into deep, restorative sleep. Plain water at night is like trying to start a fireplace with a piece of paper. It might flicker for a second, but it doesn't keep you warm through the night. The solution is not to stop drinking. Dehydration after 60 is also dangerous. It can raise your blood pressure, thicken your blood, and even increase stroke risk. The solution is to switch to smarter drinks. Drinks that contain real sleep nutrients. Drinks that hold water inside your muscles and tissues instead of pushing it to your bladder. Drinks that signal your brain to shut down for the night. If you want to learn how to sleep 6 to 7 hours straight without getting up even once, type the words, "I want this," in the comments below. I'll share 6 special tips at the end of this video that will change the way you drink in the evening forever. Now let's get into the 5 drinks. We'll start with number 5 and work our way down to number 1, the most powerful of them all. Drink number 5, warm, unsweetened almond milk. Most seniors I've talked to grew up believing that warm cow's milk was the natural sleep drink. Their grandmothers gave it to them. Their mothers gave it to them. And for many years, it worked. But here is the problem. After 60, your digestive system loses the enzymes that break down lactose. That warm cow's milk that used to soothe you to sleep, it now causes bloating, gas, and stomach discomfort that keeps you tossing and turning. So even though the sleep nutrients are there, your stomach can't relax enough to let you drift off. This is where warm almond milk steps in and does something cow's milk cannot. It delivers the same key sleep nutrients without the digestive heaviness. Almond milk is naturally rich in magnesium and tryptophan. Magnesium is your body's natural muscle relaxer. It calms tight shoulders, twitchy legs, and that restless feeling in your hips. Tryptophan is the building block your brain uses to make serotonin, which then converts into melatonin. In simple words, tryptophan is the raw material your body needs to make its own sleep hormone naturally. A study published in 2014 in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences followed adults who drank warm almond milk twice daily for 2 weeks. The results were striking. Their deep sleep time increased by an average of 22 minutes per night. They woke up fewer times, and they reported feeling more alert and clear-headed in the morning. Here is exactly how to use it. Pick unsweetened almond milk only. The sweetened versions are loaded with sugar that will spike your blood glucose at night. Warm about 120 to 150 milliliters, which is about half a cup. Don't boil it. Just warm it gently. Add a tiny pinch of cinnamon for flavor. Sip it slowly about 60 to 90 minutes before bed. 1 small glass. That's all you need. Easy on the stomach, gentle on the bladder, but powerful enough to start preparing your body for deep sleep. Drink number 4, chamomile tea. Almond milk relaxes your body. But what if your body is calm, but your mind just won't stop? You know the feeling. You're lying in bed. Your legs feel fine. Your back doesn't hurt. But your brain is racing. You're thinking about the doctor's appointment next week. You're replaying a conversation from 3 days ago. You're worrying about your grandkids, your bills, your health. Your eyes are heavy, but your mind is wide awake. If that sounds like you, chamomile tea is your answer. Chamomile is one of the oldest sleep remedies in human history. The ancient Egyptians used it. The Greeks and Romans used it. But modern science has now revealed exactly why it works so well. Chamomile contains a special plant compound called apigenin. Apigenin is unique because it binds directly to the GABA receptors in your brain. GABA is the brakes of your nervous system. When apigenin activates these receptors, your racing thoughts slow down. Your heart rate eases. Your breathing becomes deeper. Your body shifts from alert mode into rest mode. A 2015 clinical study published in the Journal of Advanced Nursing followed women over the age of 65 who drank chamomile tea every evening for 2 weeks. The results showed clear improvement. The time it took them to fall asleep dropped by an average of 16 minutes. Nighttime wake-ups decreased by more than 30%, and 80% of the women reported feeling significantly more rested in the morning. What I love about chamomile tea is that it works with your body, not against it. Sleeping pills knock you out. They force unconsciousness. Chamomile gently invites your nervous system to slow down. There's no grogginess in the morning, no dependency, no side effects. To use it correctly, steep 1 chamomile tea bag in hot water for 5 to 7 minutes. Cover the cup while it steeps to keep the apigenin from evaporating. Let it cool to a warm, comfortable temperature. Sip it slowly about 45 to 60 minutes before bed. You can add a small slice of fresh ginger for warmth. But please, do not add honey or sugar. Sugar at night raises your blood glucose and disrupts the very sleep cycle you're trying to support. Drink number 3, tart cherry juice. Now we're getting into the heavy hitters. Most people have never even heard of tart cherry juice as a sleep drink. But here is what makes it remarkable. Tart cherry is one of the only natural foods on Earth that contains real, ready-to-use melatonin. Not tryptophan that needs to be converted. Not a precursor that has to be processed. Actual melatonin that your body can absorb and use immediately. This matters more than you might think, because after 60, your body's ability to convert tryptophan into melatonin becomes less efficient. Your liver works slower, your enzymes are weaker, so even when you take in good sleep nutrients, the conversion process doesn't always finish in time. Tart cherry juice skips that whole step. It delivers melatonin directly. A study published in 2010 in the Journal of Medicinal Food followed adults who drank tart cherry juice twice a day for 2 weeks. The results were almost unbelievable. Their total sleep time increased by an average of 84 minutes per night. Not 8 minutes, not 18 minutes. 84 minutes of additional sleep. A second study in 2012 in the European Journal of Nutrition confirmed these findings. Tart cherry juice raised melatonin levels in the blood, improved sleep quality, and increased total sleep duration in older adults. Tart cherries also contain powerful anti-inflammatory compounds called anthocyanins. These help reduce nighttime joint pain and stiffness, which is a hidden cause of wake-ups for many seniors. The kind of dull ache in the knees or lower back that pulls you out of sleep at 4 a.m., even when you don't fully realize it. I had a patient once, a 71-year-old retired engineer. He had tried everything: warm milk, sleeping pills, even prescription melatonin. He still woke up 2 or 3 times every night. After 1 week of tart cherry juice before bed, he came back to my office almost in tears. He said, "Doc, I slept all the way through the night, just once, but I haven't done that in 5 years. Use only 100% pure tart cherry juice with no added sugar. Drink about 60 to 90 milliliters, which is about a quarter cup, mixed with a little warm water if the taste is too strong. Drink it 60 to 90 minutes before bed. One important warning: tart cherry can interact with blood-thinning medications. If you take any blood thinner, please ask your doctor before adding this to your routine." Drink number 2, golden milk, turmeric with black pepper. Have you ever gone to bed feeling completely fine? No worries, no anxiety, no specific stress, and yet your heart is still beating a little fast. Your body is tired, but it just won't let go. You lie there for an hour, 2 hours, sometimes 3, and you have no idea why you can't fall asleep. That, my friend, is the silent enemy: high cortisol. Cortisol is your stress hormone, and here's what nobody tells seniors. Even when you don't feel stressed, your cortisol can still be elevated. Years of worry, years of hard work, years of caring for others, they leave a mark on your nervous system. Your cortisol stays high in the evening when it should be low, and when cortisol is high at bedtime, your brain refuses to release melatonin. Your body refuses to relax. You just lie there, eyes wide open in the dark. As a cardiologist, I want you to understand this. Chronically high cortisol at night is not just bad for your sleep. It punishes your heart and your blood vessels every single night. This is one of the deepest reasons poor sleep and heart disease always travel together. Golden milk is one of the few drinks that can naturally lower cortisol before bed. The active compound in turmeric is called curcumin. Curcumin works on something called the HPA axis. That's the communication system between your brain, your pituitary gland, and your adrenal glands. The HPA axis is what controls your stress hormones. Curcumin gently calms this entire system, lowering cortisol production and increasing GABA activity. But there's a catch. Curcumin by itself is poorly absorbed. Your gut barely takes it in. That's where black pepper changes everything. Black pepper contains piperine, a compound that boosts curcumin absorption by 7 to 8 times. Mix them together in warm milk, and you have a powerful natural sleep tonic. A 2019 study in the journal Phytotherapy Research found that adults who took curcumin every night for 4 weeks saw their cortisol levels drop by an average of 23%. Their deep sleep improved, their overall sleep quality improved, and they reported feeling less anxious during the day. Here is the simple recipe. Take half a teaspoon of pure turmeric powder, add a small pinch of black pepper, mix into 150 milliliters of warm almond milk or oat milk. Stir well. Drink slowly about 1 hour before bed. Golden milk also reduces inflammation throughout the body. So if you wake up with stiff joints or sore muscles in the morning, this drink does double duty. Drink number 1. Dissolved gelatin or bone broth. This is the drink I almost never recommended. It sounded too simple, too old-fashioned. But once I tried it on myself, I knew I had been wrong for years. The secret behind gelatin and bone broth is an amino acid called glycine. Glycine is unlike any other sleep nutrient on this list. It does 3 things that no melatonin pill, no chamomile, no almond milk can do. First, glycine gently lowers your core body temperature. This is crucial. Your body temperature must drop slightly for you to enter deep sleep. As you age, your temperature regulation becomes less efficient. Glycine helps fix that. Second, glycine slows your heart rate naturally, not in a dangerous way. In a calming, restful way, your nervous system shifts into recovery mode. Third, and this is the most amazing part, glycine increases slow brain waves. These are the deep, slow waves that appear during the deepest stage of sleep, the kind of sleep where your body actually heals, where memory gets stored, where your immune system rebuilds. A 2007 study in the journal Neuropsychopharmacology found that just 3 grams of glycine before bed dramatically improved sleep quality. Participants slept deeper, woke up less, and most importantly, woke up feeling clear-headed and refreshed instead of groggy. But here is what makes this drink number 1 on my entire list. Gelatin doesn't just help you sleep. It helps your body actually rebuild while you sleep. Gelatin is pure collagen. It supports your joints, your tendons, your skin, and your muscle tissue. After 60, your collagen production drops by more than 30%. Your joints get stiffer, your skin gets thinner. Your muscles take longer to recover. When you drink gelatin or bone broth at night, you give your body the exact raw materials it needs to repair itself during sleep. That's why people who try this consistently report waking up with lighter legs, less morning stiffness, and a sharper mind. To use gelatin, dissolve 1 teaspoon of unflavored grass-fed gelatin into 120 milliliters of warm water. Stir until completely dissolved. Sip slowly 30 to 45 minutes before bed. For bone broth, choose a low-sodium version. Warm it gently. Drink 1 small mug on its own, without food. This is the drink I now use almost every single night. And I can tell you from personal experience and from hundreds of patients, it is the closest thing to a natural sleep miracle I have ever found. The 6 golden tips for the people who said, "I want this." Now, as promised, here are the 6 rules to follow, so these drinks help your sleep without sending you to the bathroom at 3 a.m. Tip 1. Drink only 100 to 150 milliliters. That's about half a cup. More than that, and you'll wake up early no matter what you drink. Tip 2. Always drink 60 to 90 minutes before bed. Not in bed. Drink. Wait. Use the bathroom one last time. Then sleep. Tip 3. Choose drinks that are nutrient-dense, not just water in a different color. Gelatin, golden milk, and almond milk all hold water in your tissues instead of pushing it to your bladder. Tip 4. Train your bladder by going to the bathroom at the same time each night. Your bladder has memory. Within 2 weeks, it learns the new schedule. Tip 5. Sip slowly. Take 10 to 15 minutes to finish your drink. Never gulp. Slow sipping helps absorption and prevents bladder shock. Tip 6. Try 1 drink per week. Don't mix all 5 at once. Test each one. See which works best for your body. After 60, sleep changes. Your body changes. Your hormones shift. But that does not mean you have to accept broken nights, exhausted mornings, and foggy days for the rest of your life. You can still sleep deeply. You can still wake up feeling clear, light, and ready for the day. Sometimes the answer isn't a pill, a machine, or an expensive treatment. Sometimes the answer is 1 small glass, the right kind, at the right time. Tonight, pick just 1. Try warm almond milk if your body feels tense. Try chamomile if your mind won't stop. Try tart cherry if you wake up too early. Try golden milk if your stress is high. Try gelatin or bone broth if you want true deep recovery. Then come back and tell me in the comments which one worked for you. Your story might help another senior find the deep sleep they have been missing for years. I'm Dr. Marcus Johnson. Take care of your body, It is the only home you will ever have, and tonight, give it the rest it has been begging for. Good night, my friend.